What's up, everyone? Welcome to Inside the Force. And who is that across the way?
Whoa.
CooMasterCoo. What's up, man?
What's happening? Good to be here. Good to be back.
Yeah, and I know of all the people I know that love Star Wars, I don't know anybody that's more excited about this series that just dropped than you.
Yeah.
You've been...
Man.
I mean, you're the only one personally that I know has actually dressed up as Maul.
Yeah. Legit.
Legit.
Horns, makeup, legit eye contacts, the whole thing. I happened to meet my wife that same night, which is super weird. I think I love Maul even more. Like, who expects to do that? Like, I it's like I'm just out here to have fun, and no.
I mean, you got the double bladed lightsaber.
Yeah. I was with you when I bought that.
At Star Wars Celebration. Yep.
That was right when I got out of the Marine Corps too. Like, it was like my first big purchase. It was a big purchase for me.
It was. Yeah. I mean,
worth it. Still got it.
Totally. Yeah. It's such iconic now. So first and foremost, thanks for joining me, CooMasterCoo. I thought about making sure you're getting on here. I'd love to, we it's been a long time since we did our little other series, Dark Knowledge.
Yes.
So we'll do some more of those. I wanted to do more going with Maul in this, but I definitely wanted you to come on and talk about these episodes also. But first and foremost, as always, I want to start with our patrons. Thanks for our patrons, all the support. I'm doing, some reactions to the episodes when they come out on there. So reaction videos, review videos on there. But of course, thanks for supporting us as always as we near the 500 mark here on Inside the Force, which is
that's crazy.
Not
as old as Yoda, but we will get there.
I know, right? I was trying to think back to, like, because there's only been, I think, one, maybe two that I was not a part of. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, because there was a time that Casey did a couple by himself, like he had, I think him and Chad maybe did one, or you and him. Yeah. Did you and him ever do one by yourselves? I don't think so.
Dude, it's crazy. We could have. I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, this has been going on. It's been going on for so long. Like, there's so many. It's so much content. It's literally. I mean, throughout all the new stuff, and even early before that, it's crazy.
I know we've done a lot of podcasts. I mean, not just 500 episodes either. We've done a lot of podcasts together with your when you were doing CooCast for a while.
Oh my God, yeah. CooCast. Wow.
Yeah, you would come on to when we did our 21 podcast. Yeah. I mean, I've been podcasting for a long time.
Long time, brother.
And this show though has been the one I've obviously loved doing the most and talking about. So anyway, let's get into first, though. Here's the thing. We were just really going to talk about the first 2 episodes of Maul.
Right.
But all of a sudden, as I'm putting some notes together for this, a new trailer for The Mandalorian and Grogu dropped today, just 3 hours ago. So I was like, hey, watch that real fast. Let's talk about that. So before we even talk about the trailer, though, I've never really gotten, obviously we haven't gotten your opinion on the show, but I mean, what's your excitement level actually for this film in general?
Man, it's hard because I'm already so, like, enthralled. Like, I'm just so hyped up about Maul that, like, I'm just, like, staying in that right now. And, like, but Mandalorian, it's been such a, I mean, it's been I don't want to say rumor, but the excitement has been around for a movie for a while. Yeah. So it's almost easier for me to go, okay, I'll get there when I get there. But right now I'm just stewing in the Maul stuff. Like I'm giddy because it's like, and the fact that it's being done right. Like, because you hear like a Maul show and you think like, okay, like is Maul going to be in like the third or fourth that they're gonna build to it. Is he gonna wait to use his lightsaber? Like, are we, you're like, you're thinking of ways of like to be let down almost. But with Filoni and Sam on like in the chair, right, with the keys, like it was full Maul, like it's been pure gasoline from the beginning, and I'm just excited about that right now. But no, I am excited about Mandalorian. Anytime, I mean, the shows were great, but like anytime you can get an insight into that timeline, because that time was such a weird time, after the war and everything. Like it's, and you know me, I like the Empire kind of side of things. I like Andor. I just love that kind of that stuff, and it kind of dips into that. And I have to say, I was completely wrong about and Boar. Like I think I am going that one and Boar. Like what are we watching here? But dude, that was a great show too. I mean, I really enjoyed that. So no, Mandalorian's great. The trailer, what did interest me though, saw a lot of his face.
I know.
A lot of his face is in that, which
you got to, if you're gonna put Pedro in a movie, you better show his face.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably right. I mean, business wise, because you and the
yes.
But like because it's just weird to see it so much, because it makes you think like, does something change and does something snap in him? Like this, like is he? Because it seemed kind of that way. Like you, especially meeting the other Mandalorians, kind of like, whoa, like you're a part of the crazy group. And he's like, what crazy group? You're the crazy group. So you think something may snap or something may change in him. So that, I'm excited about it. But Maul's killing it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've said on this show a lot that I'm more excited that there's a theater that I can go to and watch Star Wars.
Oh gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, yeah.
But I kind of wish it was like Starfighter that they're shooting right now, right?
Oh yeah,
like something new, like like Mando and Grogu. Like I've seen 3 seasons of it.
Right.
It's like a movie's great, but this to me is still. I feel like this is like part of me still feels like this is like going to be a really short season 4.
Oh sure.
I just wished it was something new. But look, I think this trailer was better than the other trailer we got, and this hit me emotionally a little bit more.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about that before the episode. It was the old protect the young, and the young protect the old.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah, that's very strong. That's good.
And I think if Favreau shot this right, where you get that emotional connection deeper, and I think I think it could be good. Now, unfortunately, I mean, they put out trackers and projections and stuff like that, and this right now that they based on whatever studies they do, they say this thing's going to be track more like what Solo made than anything else. So
Solo's a whole different conversation.
I mean,
I love Solo. I'm sorry.
I know.
So did I. It was great. Like I really enjoyed that. And crazy people hated it. But I mean, I guess I can understand it. But anyways, yeah. But you think like, dang, I don't know. That seems off to me, because Mandalorian has such a following already. Solo was just a kind of a pow, like a one-off kind of surprise. That's surprising to me for that to be a projection.
But if you think about it, though, I mean, yes, the Mandalorian and Grogu has a good fan base on Disney Plus, but there's still a lot of people that don't have subscriptions to Disney Plus too, right? So it's
who?
Yeah,
I get it. A lot of people out there.
It's and there's some Star Wars fans that aren't great. They're not big fans of the show.
Sure.
I mean, so I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna do well for what it was made for, but I'm not sure if it's gonna obviously like bring it back like I think they're hoping, as far as like Star Wars theatrical. I mean, because and I mean,
you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think it's the comeback.
They messed up because I mean it's been at this point, it's been over 5 years since we've had a Star Wars film in the theaters.
Holy crap!
That was 2019 was Force Awakens or The Rise of Skywalker.
Right.
So wow. It's been so long, and I think they've hurt their chances a little bit without putting something new out. I think if it was something new, been like, I mean, just think about it. If they were coming back to the theaters with Starfighter starring Ryan Gosling and directed by Sean Levy, it's like, okay, I'm in for that. But
kind of a that's the comeback. You're saying like that's the.
I think that's going to be the comeback. Yeah. That comes out a year from now, so we'll see.
Man, I am blind with that. Like I've seen, I'm not entirely. I haven't done a whole lot of, looking into that one. I mean,
well, there's not much to really look at.
That's what I'm saying. Is there not? Like, I mean, what am I?
I mean, I think Ryan Gosling's in it. They have some other cast members that I can't really think of now. Although Amy Adams is in a small role.
Oh.
And she's apparently possibly like a Jedi, a former, like an old Jedi. So
love Amy Adams,
but it's still pretty shrouded in mystery right now what the thing's about. So, yeah, I think this trailer looks good. I think Zeb looks good in it.
Yeah. See, that's gonna bring some people. I mean, just seeing Zeb in live action is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Yeah. And I feel like the scope of this thing got a little bigger in this trailer too. Like there's a lot going on in this, and I think they're trying to stop these Imperial warlords from restarting the war.
But man, I mean, the scope. I think the scope was even bigger than last season. I mean, having Luke Skywalker, like in it, like how cool. Like that, even the ending to the was it season 1? The ending to that was that when he came, and was that season 1?
Season 2.
Season 2
Luke came.
Yeah. When he came, that was season 2. I mean, that was cool. And then he was in it, like, and seeing Rosario Dawson like in this like same scene as it, like knowing they interacted, like that's that's part of the genius of it is being able to go back and put people like that in the same scene. That's and I think that could be what I'm having talked that out like that. That's what I like to see. And so if they have some of that, and some people may call it, what's the word? Fan, what am I thinking of here? Not fan justice, but,
fan service.
Fan service. Give me the fan service, dude. Come on.
I know. Like,
yeah, go ahead and feed me that. But, I there's not a lot of expectations, I guess, with it maybe going in, which I don't mind, because it kind of usually serves as, if there's no expectations, then I'm usually pleased, I would say.
Yeah.
But it'd be in 5 years though. Like, I mean, I could see where people are like, this better be something.
Yeah, so. It is. And I think you're running into the problem with just theater goers now these days anyway. I mean, the audience,
a whole different thing.
The audience goer, the movie goer is less and less each year now with everybody having streaming services now. And
sure.
So it's tough. It's tough to get a big box office these days, but
yeah. And would you rather have a 8-hour show rather than a hour and a half, 2-hour movie? Like that's yeah. It's a weird dynamic. We're in a weird time.
Weird dynamic.
We're in a weird time.
I know, it is weird. Okay, so Mandalorian Grogu, obviously that comes out May 22nd. So you still got, a little over a month till that comes out. But in the meantime, we got Maul. Finally, a new series on Disney Plus. It's been a while since we've had a show to talk about. The last show was, I think, the second season of Andor, which ended, I think, last summer. So
yeah.
So here we go. This comes out now. This was announced towards the end of last year, and it was, like you said. I mean, I think everybody was excited about this. I'm not sure a lot of people saw it coming, but it makes sense because there's a big gap, obviously, from the Clone Wars up until we see him in Solo, and then of course what happens to him in Rebels.
God, we've talked about that a lot too. So it's cool. This is cool.
Yes, yeah. So obviously the show sets the tone right after the Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
He survives Order 66. The Jedi. Some of the Jedi survived Order 66, but after Order 66, he escapes that Star Destroyer that Ahsoka's on, goes out, and arrives on Janix, which is this new planet in this series, and it seems like the majority of this season is going to be taking place on Janix. We meet, Maul and his team, and we meet the law enforcement there. So we meet a master and an apprentice that's hiding out on Janix. So the stage is set for Maul to what it seems like, which is an interesting storyline. I mean, this guy's built on revenge.
Oh yeah,
and he is set to get revenge on everybody that
wasn't there for him.
Yeah, betrayed him when he had his Shadow Collective. So brief history, right? I mean, towards the end of the Clone Wars, he basically made the Pikes, Black Sun, Crimson Dawn, Death Watch, like kind of join forces with him and create this crime syndicate called the Shadow Collective. And as things started falling apart and people started turning on him, obviously that what happened on the Siege of Mandalore at the end of season 7, he gets caught, and now he's out trying to get revenge. So just that as a storyline right now, Maul driven by revenge. Like how is that as a huge Maul fan, does that make sense for him to be doing this like this?
For sure. It's spot on. I mean, that's what kept him alive, whatever, for those 12 years. I mean, when he was, the crazy Gollum spider guy, that's what kept him alive was that fuel, that anchor, that revenge. And I think that could have been even the first thought after Mother Townsend, brought him back, right? Yeah, giving his mind back, but
right.
It was immediately revenge. It was all of it. That has been his drive from the beginning. So it only makes sense that he's especially, and I couldn't help but think but Obi-Wan's the ultimate revenge, but it's like, I think it is easier. Like, let's get with we can take care of these guys. Let's do these guys. Like, let's put Obi-Wan on the back burner. Still hate Obi-Wan, but let's take out these guys. And it's so far has seemed super easy. Like everything's going according to plan. And who else better to learn from than Palpatine on being patient and setting up a plan. So he's it makes sense to me.
Yeah. No, it's interesting about the Obi-Wan thing because that is his ultimate revenge, and it is poetic how this is kind of lining up because at this point ending, he's got to actually probably think that Obi-Wan may not have even survived Order 66, right? So I don't even know if he obviously doesn't know he's probably alive, but he knows these guys are, so I'm going to go after these guys first.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. I guess you're right, because does he know he's still alive? I mean,
I don't. I think at some point he'll find out, but I don't think.
Is it not until now that I'm thinking about it, and now here's where my fatigue sets in. I think does it not show him in an episode? Was it the Clone Wars that he realizes he's still alive?
Well, it ain't Clone Wars because it'd be after that anyway. But It's Rebels.
Rebels. Right.
Yes. So I'd have to rewatch it again, but I think Rebels, he goes after those holocrons.
Right. Yes.
Because I think he's trying to find out. I can't remember if he's trying to find out if he's alive or where to find him.
Where to find him. Yeah. God,
I think he finds out he's alive, and then he's trying to find the holocrons.
It's ringing a bell.
Where he is.
It's ringing a bell.
Yeah. But it makes sense. Like, it kind of makes sense that he's going to go through this revenge tour, year after year after year, and build his syndicate up and start taking over. It seems like it's obviously taking over Crimson Dawn. But then he gets to, years later, and then he figures out that Obi-Wan's still alive, and he's got to go after him. Because the part also, the timeline also we're missing is going to be between Solo when he's leading Crimson Dawn.
Right.
He seems to be on top of the underworld. And then all of a sudden, a few years later, he's in Rebels, stranded on Malachor. Like, how did that happen?
Random.
So,
like, what are you doing here, bro? Like,
yeah. So I don't know if this show is going to go that far ahead, which I don't think it will. But I think what we're going to get is.
But maybe
I think we're going to get everything leading to Solo is what I think we're going to get.
That'd be awesome. Because Solo was such a like it was a heart attack, dude. Like
I know you did. I know a lot of people were like, "Who is this guy?" Or they were like, "Wait a minute, didn't he die?"
Well, I was like, "Oh, who is it?" Like I may have even.
No, you said it right away.
Did I say it right away?
Yes.
Oh man, I think
because I didn't even I heard the voice and I was like, that sounds familiar, but you said I remember sitting next to you because we saw it together, but you saw the metal leg.
That's right.
And I think you were like, and you heard it, and I think you were like, oh my God, that's Maul.
That's Maul. You're like,
I was like, what? And then it was.
Man, that was beautiful.
It was
just
beautiful.
To see him and like stand up, like put like that's. It was I mean, Maul's my favorite, man, for sure.
So one of the things too that I think was interesting about these first couple episodes too is I think, what clearly is shown in Solo is that no one truly knows that Maul is kind of leading Crimson Dawn. Like Dryden Voss is kind of the face of it,
Right.
And of course you have Kira and maybe some other lieutenants. But no one's like, I don't think anybody is like, oh, Maul leads Crimson Dawn. He's very much in the shadows still.
Which leads you to believe that like no one, like this is never going to get out of that planet. Like they're all dead, or they're all dead, or something bad's going to happen.
Yeah. And I think what I was saying is that these two episodes, I think clearly kind of do the same thing. Like he's got these other guys going out there and kind of doing the stuff, and he shows up when he has to. He's there a lot. he goes in after, but he like just the very opening of the show. It's like his group is going after the gold, and they take the gold, and it's not until like the cops come and stop him that he has to kind of intervene and be like,
right.
Guys, what are you doing?
Okay, I guess I'll get out.
So it's very much this shadow, he's still staying into this shadow, which kind of lends itself to the shadow collective thing. Yeah. So, but how do you, I guess the question is like, how do you feel about, do you think he should be more in the light and out front leading this thing, or you think doing it from these shadows like this is actually the smart move for him?
I just think it's him. What else does he know? I mean, in a way, I mean, he hates Palpatine, but in a lot of ways, he's doing everything. He's learned from him. He's doing it kind of exactly like him. I mean,
that's true. Actually,
he's not doing the best job because he does pop out, because he also, there's a part of him, I think, that that enjoys that a little more than what Sidious did, because Sidious literally there were. I mean, I remember what was that buddy cop book? Him with
Lords
Vader,
of the Sith.
Lords of the Sith, and like he literally would like be walking around feeble and then pop, and then it came from the point of view of the Imperial Guard, and they were like, "What the like?" Because he had to, right? But like Maul does not stop to do a little bit of what do the kids call it? Aura farming, I guess. I don't know. Like he likes to get out there and be. It's pretty dramatic, but no, I think him doing. I think it's totally Maul, and I think that's the reason is because of Sam Witwer, and he knows Maul through and through, and it seems like it's all a part of the plan, but then you also see him kind of shifting gears a little bit, and I may be getting out of episode 1 and 2, maybe. When he sees the guy, what's his name in the cell, the little guy.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I can help you," and then he kind of changes gears a little bit. So that's the kind of the syndicate, his syndicate blood, like because he's got that. Well, he had that early on. I think that when he killed his first Jedi, he utilized the syndicate a little bit with Cad Bane and shoot, the other girl that I like. I can't think of her name.
Visage?
Right now. No, it's the with the ponytail. I can't. Shoot.
Aura Singh?
Yeah. Aura Singh. So I think he utilized them. So there was that. He's able to utilize that side of it. So I think there's obviously he's Palpatine, he's Maul, but then he has that syndicate way of doing things, which is, hey, I can kind of like Han Solo, kind of like that smuggler. I mean, it's not all the kind of the same realm that you can pivot a little bit. So he saw an opening, and he utilized that. But no, I think he's doing the right thing. It is funny that he does like the slightest, like,
yes,
as soon as it maybe goes off the rails just a little bit, he's like, okay,
yes,
come out and get out there and make a flashy entrance, which which is great. But no, I have nothing bad to say about that. The only thing, well, I guess never mind. That's later episodes. We'll get to that later, but that's fine.
Yeah,
I won't say anything more than that.
Yeah, that's a good that was a good thought about, because Palpatine, he was all shadow up until he came out episode 1,
and he gets some props. Like he still very much thinks he's the most powerful being in the galaxy. So he definitely, I think there's a like if Sidious would have come back and go, "Hey, just kidding, all a part of the plan. You're still part of it. Come back." There's a part of me that thinks that maybe he'd go, "Okay." Like,
yeah,
but I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's tough because, Palpatine did kill his brother.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Maul is. I mean, killed his brother,
but
he.
Well, it's a little somewhat surprising too, I guess. I don't know. When Maul came back, I mean, obviously Palpatine thought he was dead. And then Maul comes back, and I think at that point, he kind of moved away from him. But I mean, Maul's obviously very powerful, and
but
it's one of them things where. How I think it's kind of known a little bit, but the power, right, that Jedi possess. Now, many people may not think this, favorable of this take, but that's kind of why George established the midi-chlorians, right? Like the midi-chlorians are there to kind of connect them to the Force. And the more you have, the more powerful apparently you could become, right? That's why Anakin had the highest midi-chlorian count, even higher than Master Yoda. But
and a life form.
It's in your, they exist in your, in your cells, right? So that is why when Vader lost all his limbs, Like, he doesn't have as many midichlorians now.
Right.
So he's not as powerful technically as he was when he was Anakin.
Sure.
So you can kind of make the same argument with Maul, because he did lose his entire lower half of his body.
That's true.
Dang. You know, so he's still powerful, but he maybe is not as powerful as he was when he was actually standing by Palpatine. But either way,
but look at power though. Like, he's still like powerful in the Force, yes, but like still a great, combat tactician. Like,
yeah, and apparently he's
maybe
very
even
smart.
better because he's stronger. Yeah. Like, yeah.
Yep. And he's using his mind, which is again what made Palpatine as powerful too. He, was very smart about how he did things.
Right.
All right. So, what do you think about this potential Padawan or apprentice that he is?
Yeah, I'm still up on the air. I mean, because obviously my mind is thinking Darth Talon.
Sure.
But like, she's doing such a good job of fighting it. But like, there are these little tidbits you see in her, and you're like, could she be a Talon? But then like my mind goes, okay, then where's Talon now? Like, obviously, like if he had that apprentice as Talon, she's probably dead. So it's kind of, I don't want to say arbitrary, because it still would be cool to see the rise and fall. But like, where is she now? Is she dead? Like, if that's the storyline, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm enjoying watching it though, and I'll be excited to. I'm sure they'll wrap something up like that at the end of season 1, where it'll be beyond a doubt. I don't think they'll carry on the what if beyond season 1, but I hope so, at least. Because I mean, what would it be other than Talon? I mean, seriously, a Twi'lek.
Well, I think she's inspired by what Darth Talon was supposed to be. I don't know if it is Darth Talon, because
yeah, sure, yeah. Like, yeah, some of it's the equivalent.
But I think it is that storyline. I think the storyline. Now, if you knew, I don't know if you knew this, but so Darth Talon was actually a character in a comic book that takes place like hundreds of years after Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
So she was brought in, like she was like the Sith got rebuilt, and like she was a Sith warrior, and there was a bunch of, it was basically the old Republic in the future, It was like now Jedi and Sith. Darth Talon was like the popular Sith Lord during that time. George Lucas, in his outline of episode 7, 8, 9 that he was about to make, had Maul as the lead antagonist, right? And Darth Talon was going to he was going to bring Darth Talon into canon, but obviously Disney, when they bought it, didn't go with his storyline. I know, right? It's funny. I was just sharing this. Sam,
what?
As you know, your cousin Sam.
Yes.
She loves this Maul series. Also, we've been watching it, and I mean, after this last couple episodes, she was like, "He's in my top 5 now. He's in my top 5." And
what's her top? I'd be interested to know her top 5 then, because
her top 5 is Ahsoka.
Oh, in shows. Okay. All right. Yeah.
No, top 5 characters.
Oh, no, characters. Okay.
So, sorry, it's top 5 characters.
That's right. She does love Ahsoka. That's right.
Ahsoka, Sabine.
Okay.
Anakin.
Oh.
Obi-Wan.
Okay.
And Maul.
You got it. I mean, Obi-Wan's, come on.
I know. But she liked that show. She liked the show.
Don't get me wrong. Obi-Wan is probably the best Jedi ever. I mean,
I know. He arguably could
could be, but like, man. All right. Anakin's
who's your top 5 characters?
But I like the bad guys. I like
Maul, Vader,
Maul.
Grievous.
Yeah, Maul,
Kylo Ren,
Vader, Palpatine. Kylo Ren didn't make the cut. Sorry, he ain't in the cut. But like, Maul, Vader, Palpatine, and Shoes. I mean, that's definitely easy top 3. But I mean, are we doing Force users? I mean, Boba Fett.
No, just characters.
Yeah, characters.
Boba Fett.
I love Boba Fett. God, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm getting down to like really thinking here. Character wise, I mean, love Han Solo. Come on.
Yeah.
And I have to do it real quick. What's my fifth favorite character? I mean, Luke Skywalker.
Luke. Yeah.
That may not be in the correct order, but yeah. I mean, come on.
No, it doesn't have to be in any order, really. But I mean,
but Maul is number 1. So.
Yeah, Maul is Maul's number 1. Yeah, for you. Yeah. So anyway, she's so I was sitting there with her, and I told her that story about George Lucas wanting to have Maul in as the bad guy in 789, and she just like her jaw dropped and was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
Why didn't they do that? I mean, it would have been like Luke would have had like the Jedi Order together. Leia was leading the Republic. I mean, that would have been anyway. We can always dream.
Part 2.
There's an alternate universe out there that it got made.
It's an alternate universe for sure that it got made. And we're like, oh man, you remember when Maul was fighting Luke and like they like understood each other and like they walked away? Like, I don't know, who knows? Crazy.
So I think the apprentice thing. So anyway, so she is. I think she's destined to fall. I think obviously he's going to get his apprentice. I mean, does he need one? I guess that's the question too. Is like, does he need one? I don't know. I mean, it seems like he's handling himself pretty well without one.
Yeah.
But he sees
he's
he
got
has
the
to obviously
Mandalorian
see
chick who I could see maybe she could get a little jealous.
Maybe
there's a tinge of jealousy where she's maybe even questions that, like, why even mess with her? And he's like,
right.
I need, an apprentice.
Yeah. Because it seems like he's still trying to enact or follow this rule of 2, even though he's not a Sith anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was a full Sith. It wasn't like Asajj or somebody else that is.
He was in the lineage.
Kylo, I guess it's like they're not like full Sith.
Yeah, they're like a tributary. They're not.
So.
Yeah. I mean, you may not need one, but then again, I think he pulls a lot from Palpatine. I think he wants someone, and there's a lot of ego there. I think he wants. I think he wants to teach somebody, not because he wants to expand whatever he's doing, but because he wants the way he does things out there for someone else to know. Maybe.
Yeah. So what, it's funny because this is kind of your, like you just mentioned, this is kind of your ideal timeline right now with like the Empire. But the Empire is very new. It's just starting and just getting going. But we're really going to be focused, I think, with the show on the underworld. So,
which I also like.
Where does that? Yeah, because you're probably a pretty big fan of the underworld part of it too.
Oh yeah,
aren't you?
Yeah. The separate gangs. I mean, obviously, the Empire and the structure, because I'm military, is just cool. I mean, one of my favorite scenes in Andor was when Krennic walks in there, and Krennic is, for some reason, Krennic was like, "Krennic, here I am." He's very saucy. Love it. But but yeah, this underworld thing is really cool because there are bosses that I didn't even necessarily, I guess, realize. Like, I can't remember his name. The first guy, well, the first two guys, the guy who was in the robot skin, which I can't remember his name. I know it's terrible. What was his name? The little guy who was in literally the robot suit.
Oh, that's
I can't remember his name. It's so new.
It's that is Ludi Vario.
Vario. I knew it started with the V.
Vario. Yeah.
Like some of these guys, a lot of these guys, I never even knew of. But obviously the Pikes.
Yeah, those guys are new. Those guys are new.
Well,
Nico and Ludi.
It's not. It's good to kind of anytime they can expand on that world because it was so intricate. Is really cool. I like to see it.
Yes.
So I'm enjoying that aspect of it right now. Just kind of getting to know just how detailed it was because we've all heard of the major crime syndicates, but these other guys that
small kind of the small timers.
Small timers. The dinner, like they have a meeting, they have a dinner. It's like a mafia, and that meeting. But
each world, well, not each world, but most worlds, probably mostly in the Outer Rim. They all have these smaller crime families and whatnot.
That are attached.
The syndicates, the crime syndicates, which, there are 5 big ones.
Right.
And, like Black Sun, Pikes, Hutts, those guys control like parts of the galaxy.
Right.
And
these guys like vendors, third-party vendors. Yeah.
See, I think what I'm learning though, which I didn't really realize, because the first time we actually hear of Crimson Dawn, at least the first time I remember hearing it was in Solo. Now, it apparently was mentioned in the Clone Wars one time, but we didn't really see Crimson Dawn because it wasn't really what it was when it was Solo. Like they were just kind of like a small time kind of syndicate. But so it's interesting to me because I thought Maul started Crimson Dawn, but apparently he just took it over.
Quietly,
because he talks about in this how, he has a grudge against the Pikes, he has a grudge against Crimson Dawn, he has a grudge against Black Sun. So I guess of those, he's like, well, Crimson Dawn is probably the weakest. I'm going to just take that over.
Right.
Ultimately, I think that's what's going to happen. And I think I think the underworld is, the first live action show we were supposed to get was called Star Wars Underworld. And
that sounds familiar.
Did you not know about that?
No, that does sound familiar, but wasn't there also a video game or something that was supposed to come out?
Well, Star Wars Outlaws came out. That's kind of the underworld.
Okay.
Yeah. You never played Outlaws?
No, I never played.
Oh, it's pretty good.
I'm playing Arc Raiders right now like I'm a crazy person.
You're stuck playing that. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't get out of it. I love it.
No. Star Wars Outlaws, does explore the syndicates.
Right. But it's an open world.
But you're not a part of the syndicate. You're just kind of working for and against them.
Right.
You're like a freelancer, right? Smuggler. But I think, the thing about the crime syndicates, it's interesting to see how they work. But I mean, at this point, we know who they are, and we know that the big ones, that are out there. So,
and how fragile it is. Like it just seems to me, it's like, man, all this is, and that Maul's exploiting how fragile it is because he obviously knows the ins and outs, but he's playing them like a fiddle. I mean,
totally.
How easy he was able just to go in there and take out the head of the Pikes and put some other random captain in there. It almost seems like they're not afraid of him as much as they should be. I mean, I know they're scared of saying his name, blah, blah, but they're like, kill him. It's like, what the?
I know.
Yeah. Why do you kill him? Like, what are you talking about here?
Yeah.
It's they don't. It's like, have you not learned? How do you not But I guess that goes into effect of exactly what he set up, which was kind of not again learning from a little bit of Palpatine, which is not necessarily coming out and shock and awe, but he makes sure everybody that he goes in there and he takes them out. There's no survivors. So no one really knows until they know he's dangerous, but he also has a posse. So it's just surprising to me of how unserious they take it. Like, he should have been terrified.
Yeah, I totally agree.
They should have been absolutely terrified.
Totally
with it's just surprising. But,
yeah.
But maybe it's all according to plan, and it just, you know, it's cool to see, like, because yes, these are the syndicates that we played the LCG, like, you know, they were big, and like they were great cards, and to just to know that he can come in and just completely destroy him with ease. Like, so far it's all gone according to plan. There's really nothing that's.
And I don't know how he could be challenged yet. You know, I really don't. I don't know how he just doesn't take control of every crime syndicate.
Right. Yeah. I want to talk about later episodes. I'm a little surprised on a later episode. I'll just say a duel that he had that he didn't instantly. But I think that's also I think it's all part of the plan, and to get her turned.
Yeah,
which is why he didn't.
I think so.
I think there was a moment where he maybe was a little like, "What the heck?" Like, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I can't wait for episode. But what was it? Is it 5 and 6?
5 and 6 are next. Yeah,
our next. Yeah. So it would be 3 and 4 that we need to talk about. Okay.
Well, we got to talk about 3 and 4 next. Yeah, but 5 and 6 will be out Monday. But I think the
1 and 2 set it up great.
Yeah, 1 and 2 set it up. I think, you know, I think where this, well, I guess part of what I'm saying is, you know, how he doesn't like just control everything.
Yeah.
I think what happens is I think the Empire has a lot to do with it. And I'm telling you right now,
they're coming.
I just, the way Filoni thinks, I think we're gonna get a Vader Maul duel.
I mean,
I think Vader's gonna be in this thing.
Is that not probably a end game situation in season 1? I mean,
no. I think this will be like 3 or 4 seasons in, probably.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. I think it's not going to be till. I think
it's going to be a chase.
I think it's where these things where Maul is going to keep growing and growing and growing, and I think he's going to get torn down by Vader.
Yeah, and you know what? You're 100% right, because, you know, I know the Empire's coming, because they're constantly trying to be like, no, don't bring the Empire in here. This is our situation, but they're coming, right? I mean, you're gonna have Inquisitors most likely. You're gonna have all that.
We know Inquisitors will be in this. Yes.
Yeah. So, but see, I never saw and you know me, I love spoilers.
You haven't watched the trailers?
I haven't seen the trailers.
Oh man, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Because normally I am on the, like, I read like a leak of, was it Skywalker? It was Rise of Skywalker. I read a whole script leak.
Yes, you did.
I knew things, man. I loved it. Like, I eat it up. I didn't watch any trailers for it. I don't know. And I don't know if it was necessarily on purpose, but I didn't decide to go back and watch them after I started, you know, kind of when it was a week or 2 away. I was like, you know what? Let's go. Let's watch it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool.
Interesting.
So yeah, Inquisitors are in it, huh? All right. Great.
Well, I think after the end of the episode 4, you know.
Yeah. Which I don't want to talk about.
They'll be there. Yeah, they'll be here next month.
We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah. All right. So, just visually now, of like the way that it looks, what do you think? Because it has this, you know, one thing I read that Filoni said to his team, he said, you got to step up visually how this looks. Like, you have to change it in a way that's not like everything that we've seen. And, you know, you know, if you watch some, I know you haven't, but there's some behind the scenes stuff that's out there that, you know, they actually matte painted, like old school matte painted backgrounds. Yes. And that's why some of the stuff looks painted. I mean, it's literally painted.
I got to pay more attention to that, because so far it's looked pretty much the same. I remember thinking that, like, this looks just like every, you know,
the characters do, but yeah, pay attention to a little bit of the background and the architecture.
I remember seeing like how visually, like, I think it was the first episode, first scene of the city.
Yes.
I remember thinking like, wow, that is That's cool looking.
Yes.
But like in my mind, I wasn't like, that looks different than other things. But like, I remember seeing that and going, it's dark. It's got the lights. It looked really cool. Yeah. I do remember thinking that.
Yeah. It's a little different looking. I mean, I think the characters are, like you said, I think the characters and the animation is very similar, but I believe they did a lot more like motion capture, not actually for the for the full capture of it, but like just some references, to make them look more real.
They did that in Rebels, right? The last the Ahsoka Maul fight.
It was season 7, Clone Wars.
Wars. See, I get those two. Those two are so.
Yeah, no, but they did record that full motion cap that.
And
fight.
You could tell, like it was
totally.
Man, it's
so awesome. I showed Sam. I told Sam that too. I said, they motion capped this fight between Maul and Ahsoka. She goes, Ahsoka fights Maul, because she hasn't gotten that far in the Clone Wars yet.
Shoot.
She hasn't even seen it. I was like, oh my gosh, you need to watch. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch Clone Wars. So, Clone Wars, so good, so good. Okay, so we kind of already talked about a little bit like what we expect to happen in this thing, but I mean, overall, right now, is this going to shape out to be your favorite series, or like where does this compare to like what you thought of? Is Andor, you think, considering the best series right now, Star Wars series out there?
Yeah, Andor was an absolute banger. I was not especially, coming into it like Andor, but like, and like watch it and going like, oh my God, I was 100% wrong. This is amazing. Everything about it is perfect. Love it. Andor's up there for me. I know people really bashed Book of Boba Fett, but there were aspects of that I just really enjoyed. Obviously Mandalorian, the first season was great. Second season, but Andor, I think, Maul right now so far is scratching every itch for sure. These are all so different. It's hard to compare it on a general sense, but I mean, personally, selfishly, obviously, like everybody gets to see their my favorite character is Luke. My favorite character is Leia. Like, my favorite character is Darth Maul, and he died immediately.
Yes.
So, like, finally, it's like, and you've got Filoni, but most importantly, you've got Sam Witwer, that is just
totally
so passionate and just knows Maul and is giving us Maul fans what we want, and in that sense, knowing that. And seeing that it's not like like we talked about whatever the other day. It was like Sam's like, I want to see this, that, and this, and that. Maybe later, which I feel like is always happens to us. Like, it's like, okay, like that'd be cool to see, but we'll never see it. I think we're gonna see things that we've always wanted to see or always wanted to see. So they've done a good job up until now, and I have high expectations for the future. So. Yes, as of right now, I would say, to answer your question, Maul right now is tops for me, definitely, so far. Now, unless they go completely off and something, I don't see that happening, but so far it's been great. And
here's an interesting question: is would it be? I don't know how. Let me think how to phrase this. It's like, would it be better to you, or not worse, but would you have preferred this to be live action, or that made a difference? How different would I have made it?
I mean, it's it's funny, and I may be getting a little off here, but like, I don't know, I'm a real estate agent, so we're looking at a house with a walkout basement and a non-walkout basement, and like, it's like the bill's like, hey, ask them, like, is like a game changer. It's like, wouldn't you always rather want to have a walkout basement? If you had the choice, it's like, yeah, give me a door back there.
Yes.
Like, if I had the choice, yeah, I'd rather see it live action, man. For sure. For sure. If it was live action, it would just be that much cooler, I think. But because I don't want to say I started to get tired of the same, of like the cartoons, and like, because I'm a big cartoon guy, love cartoons, but like, it's like, all right, can we get a live action? Can we get a real lightsaber out there? Like, maybe I got a little not just, what's the word? A little fatigued, but no, I'm not with this. I mean, I'm happy to get Maul any way I can. So I'm happy. I'm not sitting there watching it thinking, man, I wish this was live action.
And I'm curious. I'd be curious to hear if Filoni ever has said it or not. But like why, like, what was the decision to make Ahsoka a live action show?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And not Maul, or not, or make,
yeah,
because Ahsoka wasn't, it wasn't like Obi-Wan where you're trying to bring Ewan McGregor back or something like that. Like, Ahsoka wasn't in live action yet.
Hayden Christensen, for sure.
Yeah, I guess you could have that aspect of it, but that was like the continuation of Rebels almost, right? So it's like Rebels was animation, and then you're trying to bring these guys in live action. So it would have been
good question.
Cool to bring Maul into live action again, but I guess in this timeline, it's like it kind of makes sense because you're coming out of Clone Wars.
Yeah,
you can go right into this, and it's kind of stays with the. But I think as a live action show with the lightsabers and all that, I think you could have been limited on budget, and you wouldn't have been able to do the things you want to do, maybe,
right. And the Sam Witwer aspect. I mean,
that's true.
he voiced Ray Park in Solo.
Yeah.
And who knows how much that was, how hard that was, but like, but yeah. I think that's a more practical way to think about it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I'd rather see what we want to see. I'd rather see their vision to the fullest.
Yeah.
Than see a live action.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
That they have to curb. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that is a good discussion on episodes 1 and 2 of Maul Shadow Lord. So we finally got that done. We'll get into episodes 3 and 4 on the next episode.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah. And then we'll talk about 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And then, of course, as everybody should know, the finale episodes 9 and 10 actually debut on May the 4th. Monday, May the 4th. So that would be a great Star Wars day to finish the series and listen to our 500th episode of Inside the Force. Will be out that day. So we won't be talking about, those last 2 episodes of Maul because we're going to put an episode out that day. But that means episode 501, we'll be talking about the finale of Maul Shadow Lord. And this thing has already been renewed for a 2nd season.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it's not the end. It's not the end.
Yeah. We'll have a couple, I'm sure.
Right? I know. I really think this might go 4 or 5 seasons easy.
Man, what a time.
It is. I know. That's true.
Like they
just better not wait like 2 years in between seasons.
Yeah, that would kill. Yeah, you got to keep that momentum, man.
I know. But I think they announced it because I think they are working on it already. So
good. Yeah.
It'll be out probably next year. So, all right, CooMasterCoo, thanks for being with me, man. Yes, welcome back. We'll get you more on here to talk about Maul. I know you're loving this series, and it's just going to continue being fun. What are you looking for? You looking for, what do you got? Oh, your Maul. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, there he is.
Yes. Yeah. I was actually, my lightsaber's in the other closet, but yeah, man.
Yeah, you have to pull those out next time.
Oh, for sure. I'll go full.
I need to. I don't have. That's what I don't have is I don't have any dark side sabers. I only have. I have the
coolest
original,
sabers.
Huh?
Those are the coolest sabers, man.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I do have Luke and Leia's saber.
Luke is probably one of the coolest. Luke is a cool saber, but that's because he's got a little. He got a little something in it. He's got a little. He's not. You know. He's almost. He's not exactly Mace Windu, but like, you know.
Yeah. And I got the Skywalker saga lightsaber, the one that
you got a great
Anakin
collection.
had, the one that Luke had, the one that Rey had. So I got that one too.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Let us know what you thought about the first 2 episodes. And keep watching and following us as we go into every episode of Maul, Shadow Lord. And, of course, after that, we'll get ready for the Mandalorian and Grogu when it comes to theaters in May 22nd. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'll be there.
Oh, forgot to mention, also announced today that Star Wars Celebration, which is coming back to the States finally next year.
Oh, wow.
May of 2027 for the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. And tickets go on sale May 6th of this year to buy for Star Wars Celebration next year.
Where is it?
It is in Los Angeles. Yeah, it is in Los Angeles.
I'm not a good flyer, so that's why.
Yeah, well, I'm going. 50th anniversary, yeah. I'm going. And I haven't been to a Star Wars Celebration in a long time, so because they've had the one they did in Anaheim in 2021 was just out of COVID, so I didn't go to that. And then they did one in Europe, and they did one in Japan, so they haven't done one here since 2021. So
50
years. 6 years. So I am going 50th anniversary. In fact, I think the family's going. I think Brooke and the girls are going to go.
Cool.
Because we're going to probably spend spring break out there. It's Brooke's birthday weekend also that weekend.
Yeah.
So my wife, your aunt.
Yes, my auntie.
Yeah, so I think, I'm going to buy tickets that day. So May 6th, everybody, Star Wars Celebration tickets go on sale. Star Wars Los Angeles, not Anaheim, because it wasn't Anaheim usually. It's in. So it's funny because this is where it was for the 40th anniversary.
Okay.
In 2007. I'm sorry, 2000. No, was it not the 40th? Was it the 30th? Wait, 50 is 27. Where was it in 17? 40th anniversary was. We went to the 40th anniversary, right? You went to that. When we drove down to Orlando?
Yeah, that was when I got in the military. That was
yes.
Yeah. That's where I got the sabers.
The 40th. Yeah, so that was the 40th anniversary. So that was 10 years ago. And then, so that was in Orlando. The 30th anniversary was in California, where I went out there. That was 2007. That's when we went out and passed out Rise of the Troopers like DVDs.
Oh, wow. What a cool experience.
Oh man. See, that was when that was Celebration, they called it was Celebration 4. So because Celebration 1 and 2 were in Colorado, Celebration 3 was 2005 when episode 3 came out, and that was in Indianapolis. And then Celebration 4 was in California, which was celebrating the 40th anniversary. And we had just done our second Star Wars fan film, Rise of the Troopers, and which you were in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And we flew out there and stayed like with some friends out there. Brooke went out there, and Chad, and all the guys that helped kind of make the movie a little bit. And we went, and I'd only gone to Celebrations at that point. I went to Celebration 3 and then Celebration 4. I had only gone to really just pass out the movies that we had made and then kind of hang out a little bit and not really spend time there.
Yeah.
It wasn't until the next Celebration 5 down in Orlando when I went and like spent time every day there and was like, man, that's
cool.
This is great.
That was a fun experience, especially getting out of the military. Like it was like, oh, okay, this is
I think that was Celebration. I don't know what celebration that was because that was 2017. No, when did you get out of the military?
That was 2012.
Okay, no. So we went in 2012 also. That's when we drove down.
Yes. The next time I went was, I remember looking at the Rise of Skywalker stuff because it was Palpatine.
That was when we went to Chicago.
Yeah. Okay. Was that Chicago? That was
Chicago because me, you, Casey. Yeah, Casey, and Cody drove up there. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So that was Chicago in 20. Yeah, that was 18 maybe. That was a year 19. It was a year that Rise came out. So did you go down to Orlando when we did the 40th and the 17?
I don't. That's the only.
That was when we drove down. Like we drove in that transit van with the big screen in it, and
I remember. I remember something. I don't know
if you were part of that or not.
Like I only remember that one and going down there for the Rise of Skywalker one. But was there one in between there? I do not know. I do not remember.
So do you remember? So the 40th anniversary. Yeah, the 40th anniversary one was the one where we drove down like all night long.
Yeah.
In this, and I know.
I did that. We saw George. Did we see George Lucas? Was that the one we saw George Lucas? Or was that the when he was a surprise?
2012. That was in 2012.
Okay. That was crazy. That was crazy. Nobody had any idea. Like he just walked out. That was so cool.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that was 17.
It's crazy. It's like a lifetime.
I gotta find. I'll find out. But like,
I gotta find out.
But because that was the one where 40th anniversary one was when we drove all night, and then they had this big Star Wars panel. 40th anniversary. Carrie Fisher had just passed away, and they had a big tribute for her, and I got the picture like that's above my desk.
Maybe I didn't go to that one.
Anyway, you didn't go to that one?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think I've only been to two. I think.
Okay, yeah. The Maul Sabers, and then Chicago was the Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, which was awesome. That was awesome.
That was awesome, dude.
Watching a trailer like that reveal with hundreds of fans around you,
and hearing the Palpatine, which is also one of my all-time favorites. You know, just like my boy, like like his voice, like right, like it was just so cool.
It was cool.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, that was it. It wasn't Rise. It was. Yeah, he goes, my boy, like, and he's talking like, I made Snoke. Like that was so cool. That was
Yeah, it was awesome. All right, everybody. Appreciate it again.
Yep.
That was a long-winded ending, but take care. Yeah. Thanks, Koo. We'll see you next time.
My pleasure. See you next time.
Thanks, everybody. Take care. Have a great rest of the week. We'll be back shortly for the next couple episodes and continue watching Maul. Take care, everybody. May the Force be with you.